My name is Aminta Ariat Bajan-Kuyate. I was a former community college transfer student. I went to Berkeley High, had a lot of academic challenges there, and so I went to community college. I went to both San Francisco City College and Berkeley City College, and even took some classes at Laney and Alameda, so kind of all over the place to be able to transfer. I transferred to UC Berkeley, and I did an undergrad degree in psychology while working. I've always worked through college, after college, and even in med school I'm working. So that career, right, that I've been building this whole time has been kind of filled in by a lot of things in between, from soccer coaching to working in restaurants to now later the CDC and doing research. And now I'm calling in from New York where I'm doing an emergency medicine fellowship. My grandmother and grandfather were both physicians, but I didn't have anyone here that I could talk to about what the real actual process of applying was. My grandmother on my mom's side was a veterinarian and my grandfather was also a physician. And so I was driven by their purpose and what they did for their communities, but I really didn't have anyone to say, okay, but this is how you actually do it. So I learned a lot of what I'm going to share today through really painful trial and error. I think the most important thing that I did for MCAT prep was I took a ton of practice tests. I took
How many?
Probably,
do you remember?
Yeah, it's the most I've heard of any other med student. I took 11 practice tests, and we're talking full length when the MCAT was 8 hours. So like that's 88 hours of seated test taking. And I wore the same outfit every time. I ate the same food once I figured out what I was going to eat. I was like, I am a marathon trainer. So 2 months before, every Friday I was taking a full-length exam. And so by the time I got to mine, I was just like, it's just Friday. This is what we do on Fridays. And then the next day, I review everything that I got wrong, everything that I got right, because it's not just enough to know why you got something wrong. You also have to know why you got it right, because if it was a guess, that's not really helping me. And having a friend to kind of do it with was really helpful. And so the day of, I left being like, I either knew absolutely nothing or I think I might have did really well. Like, I feel really good about this. I didn't expect to feel that way.
So are you thinking of going into emergency medicine? Is that kind of what you're thinking?
It is kind of what I'm thinking. I think the best opportunities have always been opened for me after doing internships like this. Mm-hmm. So unfortunately, we're still in this global pandemic. So this is actually a virtual internship. But because I'm here and visiting family, I can do some in-person stuff. But yeah, I think the emergency room has been a place that I've had to go because I had nowhere else to go, or my family's had to go because they've had nowhere else to go. And we've had really awful experiences. And we've had really amazing life-saving experiences. And so what I'm trying to decide for myself is if I want to have a career that has so much trauma and suffering. So I'm trying to figure out how to be most effective for my community, but also to live a full, healthy, and happy life for myself. Emergency medicine might be that. Adolescent health really feels like what I want to do. I'd love to run a clinic like my amazing mentor, Dr. Mays, where she has a community garden and like a youth shelter and like a clinic that is so amazing in Oakland.